They'll be calling you a radical. So it's being reported. Ukraine is reporting 22,000 Russian soldiers are dead. 22,000. I want to put this in perspective. This is not a encounter, as Putin calls it. This is not a war. This is a massacre. Trotsky's from where? Trotsky talk about the devil. You know, blood on the snow. He's from Ukraine. So is Lenin. So is Femen. The resistance always been there. She's from Brooklyn, New York. So let's put this in perspective. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. When Russia invaded, don't ruin this. You got too many layers. I can do it. Maybe. Went off to... Yeah, you just tore it. Did I? Yeah, I got a little tear on it. Careful, that thing's autographed. When they went into Afghanistan, Russia, she's from Ukraine. Her and I were partners for years. I met her in the Nevada test site. She was the best freaking resistance anti-nuclear energy. Which came first, the chicken or the egg, that I ever know. I held her hand. Look at the year I painted that. Whoa, whoa. On French paper. I painted that in the 90s. Before she passed away. When they went off to Afghanistan, 10 years they were there, they lost 3,500. 22,000. So it's perfect, right? The denial of, well, we live in denial in the United States. We live in out of control debt. I mean, this place, hyperinflation, Ayn Rand Greenspan freak show. I mean, the birds of all collapse, the ecology, the Fukushima denial is over the top. Russia's refusing to accept the corpses. It's being reported. No, there can't be that, and they're refusing. They have mobile cremariums with them so they can burn the bodies. I mean, state-run media, there's a price to pay. Total control over there. Russian people have no clue, just like the United States have no clue. Joseph Google. If they don't like it, they just take it down, they shadow ban, they shuffle, whatever. That's what they've done since 2017. This is one brutal. This makes Stalin look like a church mouse. Wellington called in his cousins, right? I was in Austria on the 200th anniversary of Waterloo. This is brutal. The United States went off Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. How many did they lose? Well, how many Afghans lost their life? How about went off to Iraq, Dick Cheney, big old sack? How many Iraqis lost their lives? Huh. Now it's reporting they have a major garbage problem on the Tigris and the Euphrates because they've had no money and the country's been devastated, so they haven't been able to build an infrastructure. We just annihilated it and walked away. How many people did we kill there? Went after Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. One-way wars. Make it rain in the Ukraine, these globalist imperialists. To what? So the yacht club? So Bezos and Gates and crew could show up to COP and be introduced. They're going to cure the climate as your Royal Highness. Prince Charles was introduced as the keynote speaker at COP in Glasgow. Unite the Clans as your Royal Highness. It's imperialism. It's back. This is brutal. As I named it, the March Massacre in February. The invaders. Whoa. This is one of the bloodiest. It's nuclear Waterloo. It's one of the bloodiest wars in freaking human massacres. It's not a war. I remember when I was a kid, my mom was a teacher at the Intermountain School. Encounter with the Northwest. Okay, 512 women and children sleeping in 30 below zero temperatures. Slaughtered them, and that's an encounter. A battle. They used to call it the battle, not here around Ogden. We didn't call it the battle. We knew it was a massacre. This is not a battle. This is not even a war. It's Putin's massacre. That's what it is. And the world has stood by and let him do it. 20 years in the making. Who caused this? 2 people. The Russian chariot team got in the White House. Kevin Blanch fought him. Obama and Trump. That's who caused this. Where's your book on her? Is that her? Yeah. Remember when he murdered her? She's from Brooklyn, New York. Anybody? I mean, but he talks nice. Don't raise your voice. We like these passive aggressives. Don't raise your voice all over the internet. You raise your voice, ooh, you're scary. The oversensitive left, the just denial right. Everything's fake. Anything that doesn't agree with the lunatic right, they just call it actors and fake. Anything with the left, they just freaking pure denial. Pure denial. This is one of the bloodiest battles, massacres in human history. Wow. Talk about a fairy tale bedtime. No, this is very real. Brutal. Brutal. Long live that man. Resistance always comes from there. Trotsky was from there. Best speech giver in history. He tried, but Stalin systematically. My own friends tried to Trotsky in my head. His own friend got him. That man. Ukraine. Lenin. Ukraine. Still man. Devil went down to Georgia. He's from Georgia. That isn't his name. He changed.